It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, Mike Winter here. It is August 5th, 2026, another episode of NRG This Week. I'm missing my buddy Leon Thomas, but if you haven't been out to an NRG meeting, you owe it to yourself. We'll get some information posted here in a minute. My cell number, best place to shoot me a text, 443-756-9656. If you want to email me, that's also cool. Mike at networkreferralgroup.com. And the website, which we've had for about 16 months now, is nrg.online. So we are growing rapidly. June and July this year, best consecutive 2 months we have had in our 25-and-a-half-year history. So we're definitely growing. You get 3 referrals when you come to your first meeting. Once you join, I will do up to 30, though I recommend 10, because when I do 10, members have come back to me and said, Mike, that 10 turned into 20 or 30 or 50. Shoshana Kaplan, it actually turned into 100. So absolutely, we are on fire right now. And you know what? Block out all the news about the economy and all the stuff going on in the world. That's what I've done for 25-and-a-half years, and I'm here to help you grow your business. We've got an extravaganza coming up on September 18th. Elena Schwartz is my keynote speaker. That's going to be big. But I am really excited. We have a huge announcement, biggest announcement since 2020 when we went to Zoom. I'm going to bring Brian Parnell out. Brian is a returning member to NRG. We've had about 13 in the last 60 days, but Brian, I know you moved from Maryland to PA. I'm still in Maryland. How are you doing on this beautiful day? We got thunder in the air. It's lightening up because AI is lighting up. And how are you doing today, Brian?
I'm fantastic, Mike. What an introduction. I've got to get your graphics guy to work with us. That's a great intro. Doing fantastic. The weather here has actually cooled off. We've had a lot of rain here, even though it's been hot the last couple of days. And we're just staying busy.
Awesome. So, Brian, you were with me for a couple of years. You had a phenomenal company. You sold it. And you and I took a little break from each other. Not of choice, but you wanted to kind of figure out what you wanted to do when you grow up after you sold the first company, right? And I'm just messing with you. And I have developed a really good friendship as well. How is 3 minutes? What are you doing now? Because it's exciting, and we're going to tell how that incorporates into NRG here in a couple of minutes. But take a couple of minutes and talk about what you're doing, because AI is hot. It's I think it's hotter than the Tesla. It's hot. So tell us about AI.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're right. I sold my company, Grindstone Incorporated, after almost 20 years, and that was a virtual call center. So I've always had the passion to help other businesses to succeed by helping them increase their revenues, profits, and efficiencies. And I did that with Grindstone in my call center, but I decided to sell that company about 4 years ago, which is when I stopped NRG. So just like you said, what am I going to do when I grow up? So I had to walk around in the wilderness and figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. And I've always been intrigued and fascinated by technology, and especially how it relates to helping businesses to succeed and thrive. So, of course, I started doing a lot of research on AI, specifically AI automation, and we launched Virtual Pros as an AI and software development company about a year ago, which is why I joined NRG again to connect with people and to promote NRG as well as to see how we can help other businesses and other NRG members with their companies as well. So it's been a interesting ride, to say the least. We're always developing new software tools, AI-powered sales automation systems, and we're just really excited. This is something that I never thought I'd be doing because I had a lot of employees for my past company, and it's actually really nice to not have a lot of employees now. So we're really focused on the AI technology to help people. Been very fortunate to have a great business partner, and we have a lot of resources, and we're doing a lot of exciting things. So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome, awesome. So Brian, you and I started talking about AI and NRG, and I'm into technology, but took me a little while. Took me a minute. We had some meetings with Lori, my director of networking, with my wife Tanya, who's also the VA for NRG. So NRG is now gone AI, and we've got Tanya actually, as we speak, emailing it out to the members. We've been talking it up. Some of the members, Denise, John, several others, have been beta testing. And what's so cool is you and I would say we negotiated. I don't know if it was a baseball deal like they tried to do with Adley Rushman with the Orioles, and Adley eventually went to the Red Sox, poo-poo. But we worked out a deal, and there's no additional cost to NRG members. So talk about your vision for AI and NRG, because as we've been presenting it, I've seen people are excited. Some of the older generation, and it takes us time and patience to, hey guys, it's going to be good. We're not changing anything. We're augmenting. We're going to be doing I think it's called profile matching, where we find other members that are a good match for you. But take 2-3 minutes, talk about your vision for AI and NRG. And Brian, I'm really excited. We've had a lot of options out there, and I talked to Tanya separately and Lori, and all roads really led back to you. And I'm excited. And this partnership, alliance, whatever you want to call it, I think it's going to be huge. And I know AI is going to continue to evolve, and there'll be things in 3 years that we're not even thinking about now. But what's your vision for the NRG members and those of you watching? And Brian, we're doing this live and recording, so it will be out there in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, into the next decade, etc. What's your vision for NRG with your AI platform?
Yeah, and that's a great question. And Mike, I definitely appreciate you coming back to us and trusting us with this partnership. So I'm very excited to partner with NRG. And so I really truly believe networking and referral networking is so huge when it comes to making meaningful business relationships and to make connections. And you've done a wonderful job with NRG and the family that you've built and established over the past 25 years. So me being fascinated with technology and understanding how technology can help, I saw an opportunity to help NRG with the automation to connect members in a way that they've never been able to connect before. So we actually built over the last several months a brand new platform we call Referral Nova. It's at referralnova.com. And this is one of the very first AI-powered network referral platforms where any member can go in. They create a very detailed profile of what they do, who they are, who they want to be connected to, who they can refer business to. They also create a video introduction of themselves. Once they put all that information in their profile, our AI learns every member's profile. It scans the entire network of all member profiles and automatically matches people to the highest ranking matches based off of their profiles. Why is this important? It's because you want to be able to, when you connect with somebody, especially book their time or take the time to talk to them one-on-one, there's a more of a higher chance that there's going to be a good referral connection there. So we've automated the entire process. You also have the ability to track who you referred to, who you've received referrals from. We've created a rewards system that rewards users for referring business to people, as well as to invite new members to the platform. As far as how this relates to NRG, so all the arrangement and the partnership we've worked out with NRG is that all NRG members, Mike has a special link in a landing page that they will be able to sign up through NRG, and all NRG members will receive free premium use for life on the Referral Nova platform. This is absolutely huge because we will be monetizing the platform shortly. And tiers are going to be, there's going to be a free tier that's very limited. There's going to be a mid-tier and a premium tier. All premium members will get unlimited AI introductions, full matching, leadership boards, rewards, access to funding, business funding, which we haven't even announced yet. That's going to be coming. Calendar integration with making appointments. It's a way to organize all of your referrals on one platform. So if you're an NRG member and you've signed up in NRG for Mike's annual fee, you automatically get the benefit of being a member on the Referral Nova platform. So this is absolutely a huge benefit. Here's the amazing thing too, Mike. So not only as an NRG member get free premium access, but you have a special group. NRG has a group within the Referral Nova platform. So once you join Mike's NRG group there. But guess what? You'll also have access to the entire member database, whether they're an NRG or not. So this goes two ways. You can connect with people that are not NRG members as well, but also Mike has the ability to bring in new NRG members into the NRG family from the platform. So it's a win-win for everybody, Mike.
You know, Brian, you brought up so many great points. I don't even know. I'm almost speechless. There's so much. And I was looking at it and I saw people that I didn't recognize. And that's part of your whole platform. And people, I haven't even started to reach out. I'm going to talk to you about the proper way to really reach out to them and your opinion. And maybe we'll merge kind of my mindset and your mindset and come up with a hybrid of that. But wow, for NRG members, and you guys are just really getting the grasp of this. And Brian put out an instructional video, and Tanya's sending that out today as we speak, Brian. But I'm excited. I also want to announce Brian Parnell is our newest NRG lifetime member. And what that means, there's so many benefits, Brian. I don't even know if I've told y'all, you're going to be speaking for 5 minutes in every extravaganza. We've got one September 18th. You're going to be on a banner ad that Holly Holiday will be creating on the website. You're going to be participating in a quarterly Zoom that I run, and Lori's there. You'll be there with the other lifetime members, and I'm expecting to have another lifetime member by tomorrow. So, Brian, I'm excited. It made sense for you to upgrade right before we announced this whole partnership. I'm excited, man. I'm blown away. One more question for you, and then we're going to take a commercial break. I got to plug Leon real quick. Leon runs Racquetball Revival, and you'll see on the screen, man. You guys are right on top of Racquetball Revival. It's a program from all ages, from youth to older. They do racquetball training, they do mentoring, coaching, etc. And Leon runs one of the largest racquetball programs in the country. Leon, I don't know if I told you, Brian. Leon, I go back. It's since when I started NRG, and the Leon Thomas Group videoed Tanya and I when we got married back in October. They did a great job. We're coming up on 1 year in October, and we're going to have a little party where we got to get the fire stick. We're going to put that in. We're going to watch that wedding again and see. In my opinion, we called it the wedding of the century. We know about Taylor Swift and Kelsey, but we're talking Mike and Tanya, the wedding of the century. And, we just did that for fun. We're not, it's all for fun. But, Brian, I'm excited you're a lifetime member. Last question, then we're going to take a commercial break. Your NRG testimonial, you've been with me, you sold Grindstone, which I got to give you credit. And you and I are both Towson State alumni. I know they don't call it Towson State anymore.
University
to me and you, it'll always be Towson State. And what's your NRG testimonial? You've done really well. You've created some amazing alliances with Chadwick and other members. What would be, there's a lot of people, Brian, two sets of people. They've been in another organization and they haven't had success, or they're brand new to networking. You just graduated college. What would be your message to them to come to an NRG meeting?
Well, look, I mean, the first time around, we were doing everything in person, right? Meeting in person.
Yeah.
And I have to state the fact, and I do this in all the meetings for new members. I had met the best NRG referral ever because I met my wife, Petra, at an NRG meeting in person. We're doing it in person. So it's just amazing that after I came back the second time, and Mike obviously shifted everything to Zoom online. And I think that was a smart decision on his part. I know we talked about that a while, Mike, about you going to Zoom back then before you even did it. So that was a great move. I have literally, what's amazing about NRG, he's built such a family type environment here where people really get the sense that people are really trying to help each other and to put it out there to really help. You never know who's going to open a door for you, who's going to connect you to somebody else. I've made amazing friendships, business partnerships through my NRG connections. The fact that you can go to 30 Zooms now every week.
30, yep.
You can join. So you can hop around to different groups as well, and literally get to meet all kinds of different people. So the return on investment for the membership fee is it's absolutely incredible. All the people that I've met, and I highly recommend to join NRG. You're never going to find another networking group like this. I don't think there's anyone that exists like this. So Mike, again, kudos to you for what you've built here. And now that we're doing the AI piece of it, I think this is going to just make NRG really blow up, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you very much. And I remember when you and I met at the real estate office in Ellicott City, Maryland, and come a long way now with Zoom. And the interesting thing, a lot of organizations, they waffled. They did Zoom, they did live, they did hybrid. I tell you what, for being on Zoom, you don't have to drive, parking, tolls, meter, people cutting you off, all that stuff. And once we went to Zoom, Brian, it was I hate saying no brainer. It just made sense to stay there. And, I've met so many amazing people, and you have as well. And, the people like Lori and Norman and Chadwick and on it goes, the hundreds of people we've met. It's been worth it. So appreciate that, Brian. We're going to take a commercial break. On the flip side, we're going to be talking with Brian a little bit more about AI. We have to talk sports. My new question for everyone, favorite disco song, because I love disco, Brian. Think about that. I don't know that you're a big disco guy, but I'm sure. And you and I have one more thing in common. You met your wife through NRG. I met my wife through NRG. her sister was a member at the time. So that's something huge that we've got in common. So pretty
Absolutely.
cool.
And I can tell them a funny story about one of your extravaganza meetings at what's the name of that place down there in Columbia that used to host it?
Oh, the Hilton, Doubletree Hilton.
No, is that bar Nottingham's? Remember Nottingham's?
Oh, Nottingham. All right, hold your thought. But I want everyone to come back. We're gonna find out about this funny story at Nottingham's when we come back. We will be right back after this commercial break.
At Rod's Car Repairs, we work on all cars, old cars, new cars, and your car. Car Repairs by Rod.io.
Baked by Brianna has been your Baltimore hometown bakery since 1969. Located in Roxton Plaza, Baked by Brianna. Visit bakedbybrianna.io.
From the creative team that brought you The Browning Project and Dead by Morning comes a new thriller that will change the way you look at white-collar crime forever. Falling from the Sky.
Water. It's everywhere. We drink it, we bathe with it, we cook with it. Coffee's made with water. Toilets won't flush without it. It's used for washing clothes, dishes, utensils, pots, pans, floors, and our teeth. Plants and crops need water, animals drink it, and fish need it too. And don't forget, we can have a lot of fun in the water. Water. What will we do without it?
I'm Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group. Podcast, virtual events, webinars, streaming shows, and so much more. We want to be your partner in all things virtual.
Hey guys, Mike Weiner back, NRG This Week, having a phenomenal conversation with, let's say, the Wizard of AI. How about that, Brian? I just came up with that. The Wizard of I just made that up. So Brian and I go way back. We both went to Towson State. I'm a little bit older than him, but all right, Brian, we got to hear about this Nottingham story because I don't remember it. So tell us the funny story. Nottingham's is a bar / nightclub / restaurant. We did some events there before we went to Zoom. What is your funny story, Brian?
All right, we gotta get this out. So
yeah,
this was an extravaganza Mike did, and I was one of the speakers. And he actually brought up who was back then not my wife yet. Her name is Petra Tianova. She's not Petra Parnell, but she and Mike were friends. And speaking about disco, Mike, because you brought up disco. So I think that you and Petra got this laptop out and you tried to play a disco song and dance to it. But the problem is it was a little laptop speaker and nobody could hear the disco music coming out of the speaker. So it was a technical fail, but it was really funny. So I had to put that out there.
So Brian, the song was "Get Down on It" by Kool and the Gang, and ask when you go home tonight. I'm going to give you a little more background because Petra and I developed a really good friendship, and I remember I got to take credit for introducing her to you. You know, so there was some kind of studio outside in Crofton, and we met there, and we were doing all these damn disco songs. I didn't say damn there. We were doing all these disco songs. we asked her about, we had an idea to open a disco. Did she ever
Right.
tell you about that?
She did.
And thank God we did not, because COVID came along shortly after there. And it would not have been, I can imagine us borrowing the money to do it. It would have been a nightclub nightmare. It would not have been good.
Bad
But
timing for sure.
yeah, Petro's very much it. When you go home tonight, I think you should sing a little "Get Down on It," Cool and the Gang. But she and I had a good time, and yeah, I remember we still sang the song as well as we could, and her voice is much better than mine anyway. So really good story there, Brian. I coming back to some memories. What have I not asked you that you'd like to talk about? It can be personal, but usually business. Is there, and it could be something about AI for NRG members, maybe like AI 301 instead of 101, something maybe you haven't even shared with me. I know this is going to blow up. It's going to blow up. And the funny thing, it's like, am I ready for this? Because, Brian, we've had 2 phenomenal months, and I know it's going to take us to the next level. It's going to blow the ceiling off. What's something about AI that you haven't shared? I got it. That you haven't shared even with Lori or me, or something else that you want to talk about? Take a couple minutes, share that, and then we're going to get into sports. But definitely wanted you to talk about something that you haven't chatted about yet.
Yeah, so obviously we've been talking a lot about the Referral Nova platform, which we're really proud of. But Virtual Pros in general, virtualpros.com, we have clients in the service-based industry where we've developed a very human-sounding AI agent. We call her Lisa. Lisa can literally answer calls 24 hours a day, answer simultaneous calls, answer questions. So we can train her on any business, and she'll learn all about that business and why she's so good for service-based businesses. Say, give you example, a roofer, they're out doing roof jobs. The Lisa AI can literally answer their phones or on their website and automatically book appointments or estimates with those roofers while they're out doing jobs. So essentially, they can either support their front desk staff, or it can actually replace a front desk staff depending on the client. For a roofer that gets hit with like a hailstorm and their phones blow up, maybe they get 100 calls all at one time. It's literally impossible for one human being to answer 100 phone calls at the same time. Well, guess what? Our AI Lisa can do that. So it's really amazing. We integrate with all CRM systems. We have complete sales automation solutions from the front end to generating leads, doing ad campaigns, as well as on the back end to capturing leads on the back end with workflow automations to really streamline just about any type of a business. So that's what Virtual Pros does. We're also coming up with different AI-powered automation solutions to really help businesses to modernize and become much more efficient and profitable and increase their revenues through our technology. On a personal note, just as a side thing, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm kind of fascinated that Lisa can handle 100 calls, because I can't even wrap my head around that. So she's talking to Joe plus 99 other people simultaneously.
Correct. Yes, she can actually handle even up to 1,000 calls at the same time.
That's amazing.
So it's really amazing. We also have a software that we call the Auto Poster Pro. I think I've mentioned this to you a few times. Maybe you've seen a demo. Some of the NRG members are using this. It's really an incredible software. It's proprietary to our company. And what it does is we can teach the AI all about any business, and it will automatically create post content for currently at the time of this recording for Facebook business pages and LinkedIn. Eventually it's going to be for Instagram. And it creates incredible posts about that business to help them promote their businesses on social media with the images. And they can actually set it on autopilot to do it for up to a week at a time. So it essentially replaces a social media manager for a fraction of the cost. So that's something that, I really believe that every NRG member, or anybody, any business for that matter, who knows it's so time consuming and tedious to post on social media. That, Mike, because you're doing it yourself. So we made this tool to be very, very efficient for people to use to do that. We also offer an affiliate program with that as well. So if somebody wanted to promote it, we can sign them up as an affiliate to do that too. But Virtual Pros is constantly developing these type of systems to help businesses to thrive.
And guys, everything Brian's saying is true. Denise was on a call with me. She's already using it, and she was telling Norman and I about it on a call Monday when I first announced our strategic partnership, Brian. So everything that Brian is saying is true. All right, Brian, we're going to talk football. You're not a baseball guy, right? Football. I think I already know the answer. I think you and I are going to get along really well on the favorite football team. I already know the answer. What is your favorite team?
It's the Baltimore Ravens, of course.
All right. So we've got this quarterback. What's he in his 8th year now? Lamar. We're going to talk football for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that. 8th, 9th year. So my thought, this is the year. And he went, they had a rating, Brian. I don't know if you heard it. He was the best player in the league. He dropped to 69. Do you think they're going to put that up in the locker room to motivate him? Athletes are motivated by positive and negative. So what do you think? Are the Ravens going to go to the Super Bowl? I picked it last year and they disappointed me. Ravens over the Lions in the Super Bowl. What do you think?
I think Lamar is such a special player. They don't give him enough credit for what he does. I've never seen a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. What I love about Lamar is he doesn't care about stats. He cares about winning. And so, that carries a lot of weight. Last year, they were decimated by injuries. And I think that's what really stopped them. They had a lot of injuries, and injuries are something you're only so deep. You can only go so far. So I think that really hurt the team. Obviously, we let go of John Harbaugh, and now we have what's his name, Jesse Minter, as a new head coach.
Jesse Minter. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how Mentor really takes this team under his belt, and maybe that's what we needed. What do we have? Like 18 years of John Harbaugh or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe we need fresh eyes, fresh blood. And we've had some great draft picks. So I'm excited to see where the team goes years, as long as they can stay healthy.
And, the Ravens are kind of like NRG. We're bringing AI in to augment. Jesse Minter with his defensive-minded background is going to be great. I think the key is keeping Lamar upright, because if he was injured, 3, 4, 5 different injuries, every part of his body. I think to me, Brian, if they can keep him upright, and the one thing, the last couple of seasons, fourth quarter defense has been horrible. I mean, they look like the Bad News Bears in football, They've been horrible. I think, to me, those are the keys. They got to keep Lamar upright. The defense cannot fall apart in the fourth quarter. There's nothing more disheartening, Brian, than being up by 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns and losing the game in the last 15 minutes. You might as well not watch the whole game and watch them fall apart in the end. But I'm thinking this is going to be their year. And, the Orioles have been up and down, and it would be nice for Jesse Minter in his first year. I love what Harbaugh did for a while, but I agree. We're adding AI to NRG. They're adding Minter to the Ravens. I think there's a lot of similarities. You got a proven organization, NRG, and the Ravens. Sometimes you got to tweak it. AI and Jesse Minter. You like that analogy, Brian? But
good
it's
analogy.
pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And, with the Ravens, I love the team, but they are a very stressful team to watch because they'll be ahead and the defense will give up. But they just drafted that Penn State offensive guard, or is he a lot? I'm trying to remember what he's.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember the name.
Yeah,
don't remember the name. But
Lamar and keep Lamar
Yeah.
upright, that's going to give us the best chance to win. So I'm excited to see what they do this year.
I agree. I agree. Well, Brian, it's been great having you here. I'm gonna take 2 minutes and wrap up about NRG and so forth, but looking forward to where this whole AI goes. It's going to be great. And there's a learning curve. Some of the members are going to get it. And I've told everybody, take a deep breath. You got Brian here, you got Tanya, Lori, and I. And you know what? I don't know everything about AI, and I'm learning. And I knew that it was something. If we want to continue to be the premier networking organization, we need to do premier actions. And to me, Brian, I took a little bit of time. It took months, but I wanted to make sure I was 100%. I wanted Tanya 100%. I wanted Lori. And, you and I really worked out a phenomenal deal for you, for and I'm going to be referring a lot of people to you. And, you as a lifetime member, that puts you in a different stratosphere. And then all this with AI, it's going to be amazing. So, Brian, I appreciate you being here on NRG this week. The timing of you and I together on this, it's powerful, and appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate being on this. I'm excited for our partnership, excited for NRG. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
You are very welcome, my friend. Great to have you here. So again, if you haven't been to an NRG meeting, you're missing out. You got to come out. I implore you to come out. Check out the magic of NRG. Really, the best way to reach me is by cell. We're going to post it one more time, 443-756-9656. Send me a text, and we will be happy to have you come out, check a meeting out. When I ask people what they like most about the meeting, after the meeting, they always say it's the welcoming environment, the very relaxed environment, the family feel, and that's what we're all about. So on behalf of Brian and Leon and the team here at NRG This Week and the Leon Thomas Group, we will see you next week. Make it a great week, and we will talk with you soon. Thank you.